Where I come from, streets is made of gold. Trapping like the new me, going back like the old me. On my back like Yoshi, yeah. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Can't beat them, join them. One life, enjoy it. Live like you royal, hell with purpose, let's destroy it. You think I'm joking? It's every word that's spoken. And rap these days is trapping crazy, can get away with anything with 808s. They spell and pray and swell your brain, you fade away. Your soul decay, they digging graves, I'm A-okay. Just fast and pray, there'll come a day, a price to pay like Sally Mae, you in debt. So cast away your regrets, I digress. They regress, they treat girls like objects. They play around like recess, this rap game is nonsense. They big mad cause we bless, a goon to a goblin. You offset, I onset, I'm onset with wine in my goblet. You whining for God, I just pulled out the projects assigned to these haters. I feed off your comments, shake greed off my palms and take knees like I'm Colin. Take heat or just rot and just bleed while you falling in. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Sitting, waiting, sinning lately, getting lazy, lighting up, you getting hazy. Kinda light just doesn't faze me, hating things that rap portraying. Ricky Bobby shaking bacon, Ricky Bobby shaking, me and Evo breaking up. I just hung up on the plug. Look at me like, why you bugging? Now they all like, what the what? Look at me like, why you bugging? Want my soul, want my gifts, want my heart for fame and money. Gotta admit, I almost did it. Turn around and started running. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Trapping like new me, boom bap like old me. Too bad they know me, they wanna owe me, but now they owe me. Bag y'all like groceries, wrap on my back like I am Yoshi. Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ayy, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone like they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Not much is popping, oh, and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone like they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo, last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just phone like they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice.
Yeah. Ay. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on Axe. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rockin', we drippin' all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you gonna learn something. Roll with me, you gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Staying face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I I use these words as my weapon, a demon, a session, we killing the pack.
All hell King Darius.
Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
I like this white girl with the big booty, so I wiped her up. Don't call her Judy. Then I flicked her, call me Doug Flutie. Got all the riches, that's my royal duty. So blessed it just came to me. Pally gang, we don't play Gucci. That's a family name, now they all groupies. Not a golf game, so I can't meet a whole nine. You are just mad cause she's all mine, and I just gave her my whole nine. White picket fence in the whole nine. Now we just gaining a whole lot. Shot to my man, he the swole guy. Bang getting sore by the minute. This just the game and we in it. Way too much playing and sinning. You might just say we backslidden. Kids nowadays, they just clout chasing. Popping mollies, heart racing. Popping ollies, Nigel Houston. In and out, the institution. Just water, no pollution. Caught a case, retribution. Hella problems, no solution. You were my hitter, but now I'm confused. Cause we was just chopping, but we ain't talked since. We was so close, just like Jazzy and Prince. I am someone that you will not convince. That cheating on wifey was your
Are there
first
any
offense.
women here today?
Me in the title, I'll clinch. You're an idea, nigga, I am the wrench. How you gonna win if you sit in the bench? Heads in the clouds, but the work in the
Thought I
trench.
had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
Wi-Fi nigga, meet me backstage. Why cry nigga, just act your age. Lie, sinner, go and get saved. Brown nigga, king of LA. I am just stuck in my ways. Reply nigga, don't be
Are you not entertained?
guy lately, I've been
Are you not entertained?
Might as well face it. Too old for all this petty shit. Too woke to get litty lit. 5 years, I had 3 kids. I said, baby, look what your kitty did. Got them new J's, but they barely fit. Feeling Popeye with all the spinach. Wardrobe staying black lately. Copped a bootleg from St. Vintage. 716, I'm from Buffalo. 6 feet under, I'm talking hella snow. Hella snow, I'm talking hella cold. Mafia, no Capone. Darius on the throne. There he is, come alone. Pac and Biggie, stupid flow. Fresh Prince, mop and glow. Coming at me with the fake demands. Then you want to shake my hand with a grand gesture. Kneel down like I'm Killmonger. You can bury me with my ancestors. 17, she was 21, was a little kid, but I impress her. Love that girl to my upper 90s like I'm starting forward for Manchester.
Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to 3178 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in that realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, Beaches, Booshes? Bustas, Hustles, and Yo-Hoes. It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beescast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you be.
The fucking Catalina wine.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. 3170 Ocho. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. We're live on YouTube, on Rumble, at The Daily Swole. And of course, you could bang your ear holes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. And of course, subscribe and share with your friends that don't go to the fucking gym, because if they don't go to the fucking gym, they need to listen to this show. They need to listen. Hashtag Pfeff. It is Friday, which means it's Fuck'em Friday. It's time to clean shop. So start by going through your contacts, delete all the stuff that doesn't serve you. It's your weekly reminder to focus on pillar number 1 of the 7 pillars, community and your environment. So make sure you tighten that up today. We are fresh off Roundtable 83, which is now live in the Swolenormous app. It was a great conversation last night. We did it from about 6 to about 8:30. And it was a great time. That's available now. If you have not yet downloaded the Swolenormous app, you can start your 7-day trial and check out the most recent roundtable. So thank you for everyone that was there last night. It was great. And I highly recommend that you do everything you can to get there for the next one, because they're always lit. So it was a fantastic conversation all the way to the end. Thanks for everyone that was there. Download the Swolenormous app in your app store, Google Play, and join us. Join us. It's time to make gains. All right, let's jump into today's episode. We got some Swole fan posts. We'll take some questions. We'll go live on Instagram to get some more questions in the Knowledge Cog portion. Of course, balls deep. Before we do, reminder that Monday, 12 noon is our accountability meeting, and we will be streaming the inauguration. So we will see what's going live when we go live at 12, and we will hang out and have new releases and all that good stuff while mean tweets come back. Mean tweets on Monday. Mean tweets are back, baby. Let's fucking go. America returns. The return of the king. Monday the 20th. Very excited about that. All right, let's get into that tip. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, first post today is from Carson, so let's get into it.
What's in the box?
Carson says, trying to get better with the barbell squat. I notice as the weight gets heavier, I'm hinging forward a little bit at the low position. Is that just core, or is there something I can do to avoid that? It's just your overall strength. You're probably going up too heavy too soon. So form is always paramount. And if you're breaking form, then the weight is too heavy and you need to build strength through a full range of motion. So you might have progressed the weight too soon. Of course, if you're doing a barbell squat, make sure you do a high bar squat, and you might need some lifting shoes or to elevate your heels. That way you stay more upright. Some people like to do front squats, which is fine. You're going to have sacrifice when it comes to stability. But if you use lifting shoes with an elevated heel or put your heels up on plates, you'll be able to stay more upright. You probably have tightness in your calves, weakness in your hip flexors or spinal erectors, but you're probably progressing it too much too soon and you need to work on that strength through a full range of motion. Daniel in the Swolenormous app says, why the fuck don't more men do yoga? That's a valid question. I have just completed my 200-hour yoga teacher training, which was online, and I'm now looking at maybe doing one-on-one with just men, as I think there is such a stigma with men doing yoga, and I feel so strongly that it would benefit so many men. It benefits everyone. That's why we've been promoting it inside Swolenormous X for going on 9 years. So yoga is absolutely essential. Mobility is essential, and yoga is for definitely all ages, men, women, everyone, especially if you want to get the most out of your strength training. Make sure you're practicing mobility. Jessica says, all right, fam. I have some grass-fed and finished beef liver in the freezer. What's the trick to consuming it? Anyone have any favorite methods? I chop it up into little cubes and I chew it a little bit and I swallow it and I eat usually 1 to 3 or 4 ounces at a time. So that's my favorite method. I eat it raw. You could drop your thoughts in the comments down below how you eat your beef liver. Preference. It's all preference. A couple things before we get into some questions. You can start dropping them in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwole. A reminder, if you want to get on the email list, it's completely free. I'm banging your ear holes here on the podcast, but I'll stretch out your inbox as well. MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com. Go to MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com and get on the email list, and I will make you look forward to opening your emails. So head on over there and get on the email list if you're not already on it. And of course, if you want to call into the show, some of you love to ask questions, or you think of a question at 12 o'clock at night or something like that, and we're not currently live, but you can go to AskPapaSwolio.com and you can call into the show anytime. and we'll get to it in upcoming episodes. So you can record up to a minute and we'll feature you on an upcoming episode. It's 100% free. More people should use it, but hey, if we're getting 1,000 calls, it's going to be hard to get to all of them. So use this opportunity to call into the show, and you could do it as a member. You could do it as anyone. AskPapaSolio.com. It's free, and we are looking forward to featuring your question. All right, fam, time to get into some knowledge cook. Let's get into some questions. So drop your questions in the comments, hashtag AskPapaSolio. We'll start with this one, Meruane Bonudina. Mero. We'll call you Mero. Papa Swolio, 10,000 steps a day and still a fat ass. I don't want that. Any advices? Yeah, you could walk until you pass out. You're not going to build any muscle. You, my friend, need to go to the fucking gym.
Matt Damon.
So good job walking, but that's not going to build you muscle, and it's not really going to get rid of all that fat. Of course, calorie deficit, eating better, getting rid of inflammatory foods, all those things are important. But 10,000 steps a day ain't going to change your physique. You need to make sure you're lifting heavy weights, getting quality sleep, all the 7 pillars. But keep on walking till you pass out. If you're not going to the fucking gym, you need to start there. And you might want to check out the Swolenormous app. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Start one of our programs. Start the 90-day dash. Start Swole season. Jump in, and you can do that plus your 10,000 steps a day. All right. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome to the show. Click the link in the bio if you want to follow on YouTube or Rumble. We're streaming live. We'll be here just for the question portion, and then we're going to be shifting over back to only Rumble and YouTube. So make sure you click the link in my bio for the podcast links. Bikes and knives on Instagram. Papa Solio, weightlifting belts. Do I need them? I'm going to talk about not just weightlifting belts, because not all belts are created equal, but I'm going to talk about any kind of tools in the gym, whether it's straps, belts. What else can you use in the gym? Wrist wraps, things like that. All of them are just tools. So anyone that hates on wraps, whether it's Versa grips or Cobra grips or whatever you want to use, or old school leather ones or canvas ones. For example, lifting straps, people say, well, what about your grip strength? These people don't know their ass from their elbow when it comes to training. Your weakest link is going to be your grip. And if you're training back, you're doing any kind of pull movement, use straps. You are missing out on gains if you're not using straps. So it's very silly to train your grip when you're doing any kind of pull movement, because you're not trying to train your grip. You're trying to train your back. Maybe it's your upper back. Maybe it's your lats. Maybe you're doing a pull down. So use straps when you're doing a back exercise. And if you want to train your grip, then train your grip, right? You could swing clubs. I do gripper exercises. I have big weighted grippers. You could do forearm work. That's great. Nothing wrong with grip strength. You want grip strength, but train grip strength when you want to train grip strength, and train your back when you want to train your back. In terms of weightlifting belts, you definitely don't need it. I would only use that for your heaviest all-out sets, and I generally won't use it because I'm doing leg press or I'm doing pendulum squat or hack squat. You don't need a belt for those. For your heaviest sets, if you want to wear a belt, that's kind of up to you. But it can be a useful tool for heavy to failure sets, or you're doing close to failure like 0 RIR heavy back squats or deadlifts and the like. But it's generally a preference. It's not required, but it's a tool like anything else. So it can help you get a little bit extra strength or a little bit extra internal tension when you are doing a heavy compound movement. So there could be benefits there. Same thing with knee sleeves. I like knee sleeves for certain exercises. When you're lifting very, very heavy and you're going to 0 RIR, you're much more advanced. Generally, for much more advanced lifters, you could use these things as tools, because let's say I have SBD knee sleeves, and I like them for heavy compound movements like heavy leg press or heavy pendulum squats. And yes, some of these things can help you lift a little bit more, but you don't use them to lift more. You use them for a little bit more compressive force and joint strength when you're going very, very heavy for those end ranges of motion. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. It doesn't take away from your muscle building unless you're using those things as a crutch all the time. So it's important to do mobility. It's important to train through a full range of motion. But these things are tools for your heaviest sets, or maybe heavy compound movements to give you extra security, keep your joints warm, like elbow sleeves. If you're doing a pressing, let's say you're doing a heavy bench press on a machine, for example, it's fine to use elbow sleeves if you want to for your elbows, because that's not the determining factor. You're trying to train your chest. So if you're trying to focus on your chest, it's great to reinforce your wrists or your elbows to make sure that you're targeting as much as you can your pectoralis major, for example. So those things are just tools, and you could use them as long as you're progressively overloading. It's going to be all relative. Okay, Tina Fitzgerald, 1. Papa Swolio, do you have cheat days, in quotes? Do you indulge ever? We answered this a lot. I indulge every day. The food that I eat is delicious: steak, eggs, dairy, fruit. I don't feel the need to cheat. In other words, eating poison. Pizza is not something that I crave because it's not helping me, and the food that I eat is delicious. If I want cheese, I'll eat raw cheese or raw, like mozzarella. It's delicious. I don't need all this extra vegetable oil and seed oils and ultra processed stuff to enjoy. So I used to eat Sour Patch Kids like it was water like 8 years ago, and I could just eat some fruit and get the same benefit. So a lot of people try to do things to get away with it, but that also compromises your gains and your health. So it's not helping you. Same thing with alcohol. If you drink a beer, you're going to die. No, but it is poison and it's not helping you. Don't lift for the excuse. Don't lift to justify eating crap. And a lot of people exercise so they can feel less guilty about eating poison, when objectively they're just eating poison and you're just trying to perpetuate your addictions and justify it to yourself. Rami SC on Instagram, should I do cardio, Papa Swolio, before or after lifting? If you're going to do it on the same day, never, ever, ever, ever do it before lifting. Never, ever do it before lifting. Cerny says, just finished putting my floor down in my gym. Can't wait to drop a weight on it. Good for you. Good for you. David Alex Music. Papa Swolio, how do I get rid of back pain while working out? You got to strengthen your back and your hips and everything. Yoga, mobility training. You shouldn't be having back pain while you're working out. You got weakness, things that you have weakness that you have to address. Positive Charisma on Rumble. When you say cheat day, that could mean something different for everyone. A cheat day for me is having a spoon of honey. I can't eat carbs because it triggers my epilepsy, but a little won't kill. It is relative. Absolutely. So for me, asking me, what do I consider a cheat day? I don't have cheat days. I don't have cheat days or cheat meals. And understand that a cheat meal is a cheat day. Why do you want to take one day out of your week and destroy yourself? Because that can negatively affect your sleep, will negatively affect your recovery, can negatively affect your performance. It can cause joint pain, especially if the foods that you're trying to justify give you inflammatory reactions. It's not just in the moment. It's going to have recourse, or you're going to have a response from that for the next couple days, potentially. Sometimes people eat garbage and they have migraines and they feel stiff and kind of draggy for a few days. If you get bad sleep that night because you went out to dinner and you ate X, Y, and Z, the next day you might feel groggy and feel like shit. It's negatively affecting your sleep. It's negatively affecting your performance. It's much more than just the moment. So people want that instant gratification, and then they try to justify it like it's not affecting them afterwards, which is just incorrect. Penguin Guy, Papa Swolio, what are some workouts that help for someone who is trying to cut? That's going to come down to your nutrition. So progressive overload, build muscle. Whether you're trying to lose fat and you have extra body fat, or you're trying to gain weight. You don't want to gain weight or lose weight. You really don't. You want to build muscle. So you want to lose fat and build muscle. There's two things. You don't want to be gaining fat more than you need to. And if you're skinny, you need to build muscle. And if you're fat, you need to build muscle. So the same workouts that I would tell for anyone, you want to progressively overload and build muscle and build strength. Muscle Einstein. That's a cool name. Papa Swolio, how to deadlift conventional if you have short arms? It might not be ideal for you. Not every exercise is supposed to be done by every person. So this is where, just because deadlift is a movement doesn't mean everyone has to do a deadlift. You could do RDLs. You can elevate the bar on platforms. You could use a hex bar. You could do different things, but a deadlift is not required. It's very, 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 very overrated. A deadlift is very overrated. I did deadlifts for most of my life. It's just not a necessary movement. A hip hinge is, in my opinion, a necessary movement. So I do heavy hip hinges. I do 45-degree hypers with a bar. I'll do a couple 100 pounds. So I'm doing essentially a stiff leg deadlift on a 45-degree hyper. You can also do RDLs. You could do stiff leg deadlifts with a bar. You don't have to do conventional deadlifts. It's just not necessarily, it's not, in my opinion, ideal for overall hypertrophy. You don't have to do it. If you love doing deadlifts and you want to do them conventional, kudos to you. Just make sure you adjust accordingly. So you can put blocks under the weights. That way you can have a more advantageous lift. But you can also start practicing Jefferson curls and things like that. A rounded back doesn't necessarily mean a weak back. You just have to progressively overload it properly. So Jefferson curl is giving you a lot of spinal flexion, but of course you have to load that properly. Truly's 20 on Instagram. Papa Swole, how do I stop eating fatting food? I don't know what a fatting food is, but if you need to stop doing anything, then you just stop doing it. You don't need my permission. So I don't know what you call fatting food is. Any food can be, quote, fatting, but how to stop eating poison? By not putting it in your mouth.
Matt Damon.
Some questions are retarded. All right. Amar, Papa Swolio, how to stay motivated and focused after multiple failures. Well, failures aren't necessarily failures. It's information and feedback that whatever you were doing wasn't working. So you just found another way that didn't work, which means you still haven't come to the coordination of what does work. So the only failure you have is if you quit. So if you stop trying and stop trying different things, it's possible that the way you were doing it, whatever it was, wasn't proper. That's why you failed, but you might have also just been doing it wrong. So there's nothing wrong with failure. That's information and feedback. So focus on what you were doing and make the proper changes to give you a more advantageous attempt the next time, whatever it is. All right, last chance for questions. Drop them in the chat. Santi, I don't understand. You said you don't recommend deadlift. I said deadlifts are not required. People think that you have to squat, you have to do a bench press, you have to do a deadlift, you have to do those big three. For powerlifting competitions, you do, but I don't do barbell bench. You don't have to do barbell squat. You don't have to do deadlifts to build muscle. There are many other ways to do hip hinges, in my opinion, that are much more effective than a standard deadlift. It's just not required. There are some people that get very, like anything else, vegans get religious about not eating meat, which is stupid. Some people that lift are religious about deadlifts, and all they do, their entire personality on social media is doing deadlifts and getting another pound, but they're skinny. They don't look muscular. It's just not necessary for hypertrophy. So again, what's your goal? What's your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? If you just love doing deadlifts and that's your favorite thing in the world, I'm not here to tell you to not do something that you enjoy. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. There could be a better option, especially if a certain movement doesn't feel great for you. Some people, when they do squats, they just don't like the positioning. Their limb length or their mobility, they're limited, and they prefer hack squats, or they prefer a leg press, or they prefer a pendulum squat, or they prefer leg extensions, or they prefer something else, or Bulgarian split squats. So then do that. It's not complicated. Find something that really feels good for you. Find something that you have access to that you can choose. That's a stable exercise that you can progressively overload over time, and do that and add weight and add reps and get stronger. That's really what this game is about. Pick something and do it. Alex Bano, Papa Solio, workout split, ? Very vague. There are many different splits. I recommend full body or upper lower, or a combination of upper lower and full body. There's a lot of different options you could have there. You don't need to be lifting more than about 4 days a week in general. For a natural lifter that's trying to train intensely and build muscle and focus on frequency. All right. Last chance for questions. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole, and we'll be shifting off from the live stream on Instagram shortly. We'll go into Balls Deep, and of course, we have an overtime segment for members. If you want to join, check out swolenormousx.com or download the Swolenormous app, and you'll be there for overtime. Thanks for being here, everyone. We're going to pull back a little bit, chill, let some more questions come in. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. John says your body adapts. Once I used a belt for 405 pounds, 5x5. When I attempted my usual 315, 3x10 without belt, I felt like the 315 was going to bury me. So a belt will allow you to create a little bit more, internal pressure. It can give you some more stability because you're inhaling and you're bracing against a belt rather than against nothing. So it can definitely guide you. And I think a belt can be beneficial for heavy sets like that because it can psychologically keep you in a better spinal position, because if you're rounding, you'll feel it, and the belt can kind of help you focus on staying straight. The problem is when people use straps and belts and knee sleeves or whatever it is in order to go extra heavy when they don't have the mobility and they don't have the range. It can just be used as a crutch rather than a tool to maybe add a little bit more security, appropriately. Sometimes people use that as I can only do this for X amount of plates. Let me put on a belt and throw an extra plate. It doesn't prevent injury per se. You can still get hurt. It can just take the pressure off the end range of joint or the compressive force at the bottom of a squat, but you're still using your muscles. You're still using, it's not like the sleeve or the belt is doing the lifting for you. So in other words, if you have good form and you have good control and neuromuscular coordination and you have good progressive overload and you've seasoned your body and prepared yourself for that movement, a belt, straps, knee sleeves, elbow sleeves are a tool that can help reinforce that and take pressure off certain. Because when you're lifting really heavy and you're training for years and years, it can be stressful, not just neurologically, but physically on the body. So it can kind of take that edge off and give you a little bit more safety and a little bit more, disperse a little bit more of the strain on your joint and kind of reinforce your joints a little bit. But at the same time, you don't want to put on heavy sleeves and then bounce at the bottom, and you want to use them as a tool to facilitate proper form, not as a crutch, is my point. Hopefully that makes sense. Guadalajara en la casa. What's up, Bish? Mexico in the house. Welcome, America 3. So if you don't know, on Monday, once Trump gets in office, we're taking Canada. So I think Canada is going to be America 2. And then we're going to take Greenland. So it's going to be America 3. And we're not keeping the names. We're just going to, we like sequels in this country, right? We like sequels. We have Toy Story 9. We have Fast and the Furious 10. We're going to do America 2, America 2, America 3, and I think Mexico is going to be America 4. We're just going to call it America 4. I think that's what we decided. I just went to the gym, but my t-shirt, I ordered it 2 months ago. Impossible. You probably put in the wrong address. Send us an email. We ship t-shirts and stuff right away. So you shouldn't be asking me on the live. Those things ship quickly. So if you put in the wrong address, you're not going to get it. But if there's any issues with anything with merch, we handle everything right away. So send an email to the team over on the website and we'll make sure you get it. We can check the shipping address or whatever you put in and make sure that you get. No worries, we'll handle it. We like sequels. We do like sequels. All right, Rumbles 187. Pam Stein says, I got mine a couple days ago. It was pretty fast. Was it in Canada? We had a long mail strike. Oh, yeah, that's also true. Plus inclement weather. But Canada, maybe you had issues based on mail. I remember that. Yeah, we ship quickly. So if there's any issues, just let us know. Because by the way, it happens. Sometimes things get lost in transit or something. Who knows? Maybe plane goes down or a ship sinks or who knows. But regardless, let us know. And if there was an error with shipping, we don't personally handle shipping. So if there's an issue, we can get it sent out again or whatever, From Canada, looking forward to becoming part of America. America 2, we see you. All right, Rumbles. Let's see. I have tennis elbow that will not heal, but I don't want to stop lifting. I understand that. Any suggestions to keep lifting but prevent hurting myself further? So tennis elbow, that's technically what? Lateral epicondylitis. I would recommend that you look into getting, it's in my Amazon store. Look into getting a Therabar. That's great for lateral epicondylitis. Tennis elbow is just repetitive movement injury and generally weakness with the extensors. So if you train them eccentrically with a Therabar, that's a great way. Plus, club swinging and stuff like that can help tremendously. Any type of issues and inflammation like that is usually an imbalance in the muscles, usually the flexors and extensors. Then you get friction with the tendon and then it inflames. Have you ever thought of writing a book? We got the 7 Pillars ebook. We've had like 250 or 300,000 downloads, and it's free. So you can download your copy of the 7 Pillars ebook. Link is in my bio on Instagram. Enjoy it. Freedom Eagle 007. Freedom Eagle 007. Give me that knowledge cock. I got you. Just killed a 6-mile ruck. USA going strong back into the military after breaking my back. Well, thank you for your service and keep on rucking. Good for you. Someone named Pimple Scar just joined the live. What a name, Pimple Scar. Jesus. Put some beef tallow on that. Put some beef tallow on that ass. All right. Hashtag Fef. It's fucking Friday. Drop that in the chat for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll take questions for another couple moments. So if you're watching on Instagram or anywhere, make sure that you are dropping your questions and then we're going to move on. So if you're watching on Instagram, make sure that you follow the Daily Swole on Rumble or YouTube. And that's where we're going to be for the Balls Deep portion where we go into some heinous videos from the interwebs. I don't even know what we got. Actually, what do we have? What are the titles? Oh, what do we got here? Oh my God, we have Fat Joy, Midsize with Feeding Tube, Diet Culture. Oh, these are going to be brutal. These are going to be brutal. Oh, dear me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Michelle, Papa Swolio, just wanted to know how you're doing with life. How are things with you? Things are well. Things are well. A little rainy. A little rainy today. Not in my bag. I know I live in Florida. I don't mind the rain. I just love the sun much more than the rain. That's the trade-off. Sometimes it's going to rain in Florida. Bummer today. I really could have gone for some sun on my nips, but maybe tomorrow we'll be back. We needed some rain, though. It's good I don't have to put the sprinklers on or water the plants at all. So at least the garden's going to get a lot of water. Thank you for asking. That's very nice of you.
Hi, puppy.
Very nice. So sweet. We also have the Tainty Man. He's Jesus Christ, he's completely off the screen, of course. Miro Bellini, Papa Swoley, I want to know what you think of creatine and how you got to Ono, how you got to know about Ozempic. Well, Ozempic's shit. Ozempic destroys your bone density and your muscle mass. You don't want to take Ozempic. You want to go to the fucking gym and eat steak and lift heavy weights, and you don't want to waste away your lean mass. That's awful. We're going to have an epidemic of cancers and all these other issues from all these people taking that crap. Don't forget, these pharmaceutical companies want you to be on these subscriptions for the rest of your life. Creatine's fantastic, though. Creatine's fantastic. I take 5 to 10 grams every day. Elaine, how many meals do I eat a day? I guess it depends on what you consider a meal. A couple times a day, maybe 2 or 3. If I'm having a protein shake in the morning, maybe I train, I eat in the afternoon, then we have food at night. So 3 times a day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. Now remember, you can what's really important is that you're getting in your calories, you're getting in your protein overall in the day. So you don't have to limit yourself to like 20 grams of protein in a meal. Your body is going to be able to digest and absorb all different amounts of protein. So the most important thing is your overall intake. So if you have a meal where you're getting in 100 grams of protein, another one you're getting in 20, don't worry about that. Just make sure you're getting in your protein overall in the day. Hi House on Shitstagram. What are your thoughts on TRT in terms of what? Me? I'm not taking it. I'm open to it. I've talked about it. I mean, if I ever do decide to do it, I would talk about it here on the show. I'd be like, hey, I went to do this. I'm starting this. But I'm not against anyone doing it. I just think it's repugnant when someone takes something like that and then pretends like they don't. TRT is not being natty. If you're taking TRT, you're not natural. But it's also not morally, oh my God, you're morally bankrupt. Everything you know about fitness is garbage because you're taking testosterone. That's not true either. But that's why I think people lie about it, because they feel guilty for taking it as if everything that they know and everything that they do is invalid because they're doing testosterone. I mean, if you're a pro bodybuilder, you're taking all sorts of stuff. It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. You're just enhancing the outcome of what you do. And everyone responds differently to that. So talk to your doctor, make that decision for you, but I'm not morally against it. But if you're lying about it, that's morally reprehensible because you're lying. So I see a lot of thirst in the comments. A lot of you want my meat stick. You want me to bust loads in your eye. Go to onlyswole.com. Onlyswole.com if you want that kind of content. Onlyswole.com. Zenyas worships. I went to Vitamin Shack and a worker recommended I take 25 grams of creatine per day. What do you think? I think you shouldn't be asking people that work at a supplement store how to take supplements. Jesus Christ. You don't need that much. That's archaic advice for loading, but definitely do not take 25 grams of creatine a day. Take 5 grams a day. You're fine. You're welcome. Don't listen to that jabroni. I can't believe do people really still talk about loading? I'm shocked that in 2025, we still have to talk about loading. You do not need to load creatine. That's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. Just wasting it. And you'd be thirsty as hell. Vegan tears. Spicy. Kylie, Papa Soy, my mom has hyperthyroidism. Will the elimination diet and heavy weightlifting help her? What should she do? I mean, the elimination diet is just testing to see what foods work best for you. So I think everyone and anyone can do the elimination diet. Essentially, you're just cutting things out and testing things. I would recommend what Aaron is alluding to. Does she eat a lot of greens? A lot of vegetables and a lot of greens like spinach and kale is terrible for your thyroid. So I would definitely lead her more towards carnivore and organ meats, because then you could add things in systematically and test and see how she reacts to it. But heavy weightlifting helps everyone. Proper nutrition. There you go. Proper nutrition. There you go. The Spartan 117. How old are you, brother? What year is it? I am 41. Currently 41. My birthday is in the summer, so I'll be 42 this year. Agreed, Aaron. Good input. Thank you. The great Dr. Delta holding it down on the Rumble chat. All right. Neil, Papa Swole, I am noticing the new trend on social media. What else is new? New trend on social media is adding electrolytes to water. What are your thoughts on adding electrolytes to water? Fantastic. You don't need as much water. We talk about this a lot. You don't need as much water as you think. You don't need a gallon a day. Maybe some people can utilize that much if you're sweating a ton, you're sauning, you're in a hot climate. But people are drinking a gallon or 2 gallons a day. It's not about the water. It's about the hydration. Hydration is not from water alone. Hydration is from the balance of electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and of course, fluid. You're getting a lot of hydration from water, but you can drink coconut water. You should put electrolytes in your water. There's a lot of ways you can get water bone broth. So I encourage everyone to focus more on electrolytes and less on just absolute water. So if you're in the gym and you have a water bottle or whatever you're using, you should have electrolytes in there. I shouldn't say I never. I rarely drink straight water. If I do, it's usually sparkling water or something like that. But it's the kind that I prefer is Mountain Valley sparkling water, which is mineral water. So it has some electrolytes in there. But mostly I'm doing electrolytes. I focus on that kind of hydration, not just straight water. I don't sit there with a jug of just water. That's not good. Storm Machine 97 on Rumble. Let's bring this up. Thanks for being here. Everyone hit the like button if you're watching on Rumble or YouTube. If you're watching on Instagram, click the link in my bio and come check out the stream on Rumble or YouTube and subscribe. We're live every day. Not always live on Instagram, so you can listen to episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts too. Papa Swole, I get sore from chest workouts in my lats and vice versa. Should I just do upper-lower split instead of separate push-pull days? Make it make sense. Make what make sense? You get sore from your chest workout. You get sore from your chest workout in your lats? That doesn't make sense. You get sore in your chest from your back workouts? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But you should be doing an upper-lower split, in my opinion. Upper-lower is superior to push-pull. Even without the sore thing that you were talking about. Positive charisma. I put Relight in my bone broth. Best decision ever. Really? When you were making it or when you poured a cup and then you added it to it? When you were making it, you put it in or afterwards? Miss Texas Fit, how many ounces should I drink of water mixed with Celtic sea salt? I don't put a lot of Celtic sea salt in my water. I might do a pinch. Because remember, Celtic sea salt, you get some trace minerals, but you're getting mostly sodium. Celtic sea salt's great, but in terms of how many ounces, usually the way I gauge it is if it tastes too salty, you probably don't need that much. So once you kind of reset, you can gauge it based on the taste. Because sometimes when you're training and you're really thirsty, or let's say you get out of the sauna and you have electrolytes and water, you might go, like you take coconut water, you might just pound it, you know? And sometimes if you're sitting around, you're not sweating a lot and you have a lot of electrolytes and water or normal, and it's like, oh, it tastes really salty. For me, I just gauge by that. If it tastes really salty, it's too much. I go based on taste. Because if I'm craving electrolytes and it tastes salty, it'll still feel great, even, you know, and I'll down it in the morning. So in the morning, I'm drinking a scoop of the Relight in water. So when I wake up, I'll pee and poop and weigh myself and just to track and see how my composition is with my strength and my performance. And then I'll have a scoop of the Relight. I'll have a gram of magnesium glycinate. I'll have some creatine. And sometimes I'll put some protein in there, depending if Mama Swole is making eggs or something like that, and I'll mix it up and I'll have my electrolytes in the morning. And then I'll put a scoop when see, right now I have some coffee, a little bit later in the day for coffee. I'm going to work out after this though. And during the workout, I'll have my electrolytes in there too. And sometimes I'll grab a coconut water, and we have Mama Swole made a roast from the Swolenormous recipe archive. So obviously she made that with bone broth. So when I'm eating that, there's going to be hydration and water and salt and stuff like that. So you got to take into account all the fluids you're getting from your food. If you're eating dried, crusty bread, then there's no hydration. But anything that's moist that you're consuming, you're getting fluid. So it's really important to make sure you have your electrolytes. You don't have to be pissing clear. If you're pissing clear, you're over consuming water, in my opinion and experience. You heard on this podcast, so it must be true. It's on the internet. I said it. It's true. It's a fact. So deal with it.
Emotional damage.
Scrolling up to see if I missed any questions. You could post them again if I missed it. Mandel Marco Papasolio. Additionally to protein, What else do you recommend? Creatine, magnesium, vitamin D, something else. In terms of what? In terms of a supplement? Magnesium glycinate, creatine, vitamin D is great. Those are the foundations. Those are the foundations. Most people are vitamin D and magnesium deficient, especially this time of year with vitamin D. So if you live in a higher latitude, you need to make sure you're taking vitamin D. And also vitamin D helps with magnesium absorption and stuff like that. People take vitamin D and K2 and all that stuff. You get K2, I believe, from grass-fed and finished beef also, I believe. Miss Simi B, Papa, how to lose waist fat? I'm already in a calorie deficit and strength training some proper nutrition, build muscle over time, get better sleep, improve your hormone balance. Mayella Queen, can I drink BCAAs and creatine together? You can. I personally don't consume BCAAs. I think they're not necessary. I think it's a very overrated supplement. Personal opinion on that. I don't personally take BCAAs. I'm not saying you can't. I don't think you're going to take BCAAs. The problem is if you're just taking straight BCAAs, that's one thing. If you're taking BCAAs that have like all these flavorings and stuff, then you're getting a lot of other crap. But again, I'm not going to sit here and recommend, oh, you should take this. I don't, but you should take this. I haven't taken BCAAs in years and I feel fine without them. But creatine is great. But are you going to take BCAAs and feel, oh, that really messed me up? I don't think you're going to see a negative. I just don't think you're going to get the benefit that you think you are. You might just be wasting your money. If you like them and you like psychologically taking them, you do you, but I personally don't. Luisito, what do you feel about Hydroxycut? I'm not a fan of any of those fat burners. Hydroxycut still exists? What? I haven't heard that name in forever. Hydroxycut's still out there, huh? I also haven't gone to a Vitamin Shop or a GNC. I'm sure they're all over. I don't go to those stores, so I never see it. Wow. Hydroxycut. Blast from the past. I guess not much the past. I guess it's still out there. It just goes to show, no matter how much content I'll do or everyone does, no matter how much information is out there on the internet, no matter how much, people are still going to take Ozempic, people are still going to take Hydroxycut. It just makes you realize how many people there are in the world and how stupid people are. People are still going to take that crap. People are still going to take that shit. Storm machine, I do get sore in my opposing muscles like lats from benching hard to failure. Benching hard from failure has nothing to do with your lats. You might have poor form. Maybe you're just out of shape, or if you haven't worked out in a while and you're benching, you're going to feel sore in all sorts of places, but your lats are not working at all when you're doing benching at all. John says, I found 120 ounces of water a day in Celtic sea salt. It's perfect. Any less and I don't sleep well. And this is something that you have to figure out. So I'm not able to tell you exactly, take exactly this, take exactly that. You might like 500 milligrams of magnesium. Like if I'm training and later on in the day after a workout, I feel like I'm twitching, I'm kind of cramping a little bit. I need to take some more magnesium. So then I'll take some more. So I kind of adjust on the fly sometimes. So based on your body mass, if I'm sitting here, I'm like 220 pounds. If you're 150 pounds, you're not going to need the same quantity of things that I am. If someone's 260 pounds and they're a pro bodybuilder, they're going to need more of certain things than I will. So you have to understand that not everyone's going to, and plus, what are you getting or what are you not getting from your nutrition or from your other lifestyle habits? If you're eating a lot of greens and things that are maybe binding to certain minerals or vitamins, if you're not consuming them in your food, everyone's going to be a little bit different. So I adjust these things sometimes. I have a standard of what I do, but then if I feel like, oh, I'm kind of cramping a little bit, or my eye starts twitching, oh, maybe I'm a little bit low in magnesium. Maybe I didn't, whatever. And don't forget, even if you're eating foods that say they're higher in magnesium, a lot of them are inflammatory. A lot of those foods, grains or beans and stuff like that. But remember, foods are not what they used to be. So because of the poor soil quality and this, that, and the other, you're not necessarily getting what you would be getting 50 years ago. So not everything's created equal. And there's many different types of magnesium. That's why I prefer glycinate. That's my favorite kind. I feel it's the best on the gut. You don't get much less risk from shitting your brains out. There's certain types of magnesium that are just not good. Avoid. MB Hottie 99. What's the best time of day to take magnesium? I take it in the morning. I take it around my workout, and I take it before bed. So I would start taking it before bed, but I like it in the morning around my workout. It's in my electrolytes too. And then whenever else I need it and before bed. Good questions. Thank you guys for asking good questions. Appreciate it. Always nice to get good questions. Always nice to get good questions. Ooh, nice. That was solid. That was...
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
That's good. That was good. Let's see. Do I take protein supplements? I do have a grass-fed finished whey protein concentrate that I like. That doesn't treat me wrong. So I like that in the morning or anytime I need or after a workout. Adwako, one question. Red glasses, why? A couple things. One, staring at the monitors. You know, it cuts out the blue light, so it's much more relaxing. Plus, I have myoswolitis. I've been suffering from this for quite some time. Myoswolitis is a very rare condition where the receptors in your eyes, it interrupts the myostatin. And if I don't wear glasses, I can't put a cap on muscle growth, essentially. So muscle protein synthesis increases dramatically. So if I block out the blue light, I won't get too swole because I'll just inflame. So you guys don't understand my lived experience. Look it up. Myoswolitis is a real thing. So I just have to dull down the photoreceptors so I don't get too swole. But thanks for your concern. Swole positivity. No, that's no cap, bro. That's no cap. There's no cap there. How many people are looking up myoswolitis right now? It's my burden to bear. Do I recommend fully statin? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, pray for me. That's good. That's good. I like that. Do that. Fully statin? Is that a thing? I don't know what that is. Papa Slowly, how to eat liver? How often should be good for health? Most supplements will give you an ounce a day. I eat raw liver, grass-fed and finished. I chop it up and I just chew it and swallow it raw. And people are like, oh my God, you eat it raw. Aren't you going to die from poison? I never have. I've been eating raw liver for almost 15 years and never had an issue. But it's the quality that matters. So I'll consume anywhere between 1 and 3, 4, or 5 ounces. The more you have, the less often you need it. But I'd recommend a couple ounces a day for most people. Mayella, what do you think about lifting weights before breaking the fast? You mean training on empty stomach? Totally fine, your preference. A lot of these things when it comes to when you train and what you eat before you train, people always ask questions about that. There's no right answer. What do you like to eat before you train? I'll have suggestions. If you say, oh, I eat this and I feel sluggish, or if I don't eat this, I might have ideas. But if you like to eat a banana and then go train hard and you always train great, you feel great, then cool. If you like training on an empty stomach, you just have to get used to it. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done it before. Again, cool. So what helps you perform the best? What do you like to do? And then do that. It's much less complicated than people make it. You have to train hard. You have to train close to failure. You have to push yourself. You have to recover hard. You need to have a proper program. You need to train with intent. You need to eat properly. But nothing is going to replace the effort and adjusting things that work best for you. You're different than a pro bodybuilder. You're different than me. You might have certain preferences. That's totally fine. But your performance is going to be the marker. If you're getting stronger and you're building muscle, you're seeing great results, then you can keep on doing that. There might be more risks depending on what you're doing or what you're consuming or potential inflammation, but everyone's a little bit different. So we're more similar than different, which is what I'm trying to impart onto all of you. We're much more similar as humans than different, but your schedule is going to be different. So if you literally can't get to the gym more than 3 days a week because of your ridiculous schedule, then don't try to do a program for 5 days a week. That's not ideal for you. But you need to get on a 3 day a week program, but that program needs to be ideal for 3 days a week and you need to execute it properly. So you can do full body 3 or 4 days a week, but you have to do it properly and you could do lower volume. For example, you could do one set for a body part in a workout and train again in 2 or 3 days. But that one set better be money, right? You need to know how to train close to failure. You need to understand how to get stimulating reps. You need to understand that proximity to failure in the reps and reserve. You have to understand what you're doing. And as you get stronger and as you get more experience and you're able to overload the body more, the less volume you need. You just have to be very tactical in your approach. And most people go into the gym and they try to fatigue themselves in the moment. They want to leave feeling like I have a pump and feeling tired. That's not getting you results. What that's doing is giving you a pump and you're feeling tired. But feeling tired is not the goal. Doing the proper work that's going to allow you to build muscle over time and progressive overload is the goal. And if you're not able to progressive overload, then you need a better program. So join us inside the Swolenormous app, swolenormousx.com, or you can download the Swolenormous app. The link is in my bio, and you can start your free trial. Go to the App Store or Google Play and download the Swolenormous app, and you can have your first 7 days for free and join the fam and start our programs and try it for yourself. Oh yeah, that was nice. Okay. One more question. The Spartan 117, is creatine taken before or after the gym, and when's the best time to take it? It doesn't matter. I like to take it first thing in the morning, but then I could also take a little bit more if I feel like it around my workout. But if you want to take it with your workout, with your pre-workout or during the workout, whatever it is, as long as you're taking your creatine every day, you'll be fine. It doesn't have to be a specific time because it builds up those stores in your body. So you have your saturation, your creatine saturation. This is why loading is bullshit. But when you take it as just, I like to take it first thing in the day because I know it's like, oh, my standard, I know I'm taking it and I take it consistently at the same time. Jeremy says, people on my Facebook are getting tired of me talking about Swolenormous.
Matt Damon.
They are losers. Notice how you said people on your Facebook, not friends. Jabronis. Jabronis and chodes, the lot of them. The lot of them. Axel, I've been working out for lots of years now. I'm wondering, what is your opinion on gaining weight, doing a dirty or a clean bulk? Putting on muscle. Don't think of it as bulking. Think of it as putting on muscle. Progressive overload is how you're going to put on muscle, period. Doing a dirty bulk is literally just an excuse to eat garbage. And all you're going to do is put on more fat. And it's going to be harder for you to lose the fat later. So don't do that. You could build muscle in a slight deficit. You could build muscle in maintenance. You just have to increase your caloric intake as you build more muscle. But you'll know if you're building muscle if you are increasing in reps and strength over time, right? So if you do 200 pounds for 6 reps, the next time you do 200 pounds for 7 reps, that is progressive overload. The next time you do 8 reps, the next time you do 205 pounds for 8 reps, that's progressive overload. More weight, more reps, or both. That's progressive overload, and that's going to lay more contractile proteins. That's going to build you muscle over time. Okie dokie. Cool. Thanks for being here. If you're watching on Instagram, come on over to YouTube and Rumble at The Daily Swole. Links are in my bio for everything, for merch, for the app, for the podcast, all of that. And we'll see you next time. It's time to go balls deep. If you are watching on The YouTube's a rumble. Peace out, guys.
All right. That's deep.
Dope. All right. We are ready. We are ready. Let's get into it. What we got here? Elizabeth in the Telegram chat says, I've been reading about older women and fasted training may not be ideal. Yeah, I don't like fasted training anymore. And intermittent fasting and all that stuff and not eating until later in the day. Once I stopped doing that, I felt a lot better. Let's see. Dr. Delta, Papa Swole, I'm tempted to buy a 15-pound club. I've been doing my steel club Swollen 7s with my 10-pounder and feel pretty great during Swole season. Just make sure you're doing a lot of reps with a 10-pounder, a lot of reps, and understand that when you start going heavier, especially from 10 to 15, you're not doing really slow. Like you have to turn and you got to make sure that you have good timing so you don't yank on your tendons and stuff when you're doing your circles. But that's good. You just want to do a lot of reps. You want to do a lot of reps with those lighter clubs and then progress slowly. Slow progressions with clubs and maces. Slow progressions. Slow progressions. Annie says Facebook is just toxic. Is it? Is it toxic? I don't think any of these apps are toxic. I don't know. Maybe you just got to curate it better. I only use it to keep in touch with family, but most of them think I'm fat phobic. Oh, you mean toxic in terms of tons of pussies on Facebook? That's true. Facebook has always been classically censorious. Maybe it's going to get a little better now. I love Facebook in terms of Facebook and Instagram, in terms of their ability to run ads and targeting and stuff like that. You know, it's great. It's great. And there's still so many people that use it. And honestly, they're usually very valuable because it's older, generally an older age group. So it's not like you don't get as much spam and stupid. I'm not saying you don't have bots and stuff like that, but you get much more serious people. They're generally going to be 35 plus and stuff like that. But yeah, most people, I don't even use it personally. I do use it in Facebook and Instagram. Pretty much same thing now, essentially, but those platforms are still great from a business standpoint. But of course, as a business owner, and of course I do tons of marketing and everything on social, that I can't have opinions based on what I like and what I don't like in terms from a usage standpoint. So if there's an app and there's a lot of attention on it, got to be on it. Got to be on it. Especially now when TikTok's going to get banned. I'm not convinced. And if it is, who cares? I don't give a shit. I got like 6.5 million followers over there. It's like, whatever. Whatever. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. A lot of people are freaking out because that's the problem. If you build your whole business and you have your shop and everything is on one platform, yeah, you're vulnerable to that platform. That's not how you run a good business. All right. Balls deep. Ready? Okay, let's do it. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Drop in the chat. I don't think we talked about this. Oh, this was 2 days ago. So, by the way, of course, mean tweets are back in 3 days. But guess what? I just got a notification from the Trump team. They just contacted me. And they said that on Tuesday, this is going up at the southern border. Ve a big billboard on the southern border. Ve al puto gimnasio. So that's happening on Tuesday. Very excited about that. So it's going to discourage anyone from trying to illegally enter this country. And it's going to turn them around and make sure that everyone goes to the fucking gym. So that's fantastic. So big shout out to the Trump team. We all appreciate your patriotism and your dedication to helping make America swole and make America healthy again. So coming soon, Ve al puto gimnasio, big old billboard on the southern border. Let's fucking go. I think that's great news, don't you? Fantastic. Let's go with the GOAT. Let's go with Cerny number 2. This one's called Fat Joy, and brace yourselves.
What's in the box?
For the eyesore.
Fat joy to me is letting go of shame and allowing myself to feel good in the body that I have, to appreciate my body fully, even in its limitations, and to genuinely love the parts of my body that our culture tells me to hate. I am glorifying obesity every day. That is my fat joy. I am Becky Wilson, the marketing director for FatCon.
Fuck.
You can join us at FatCon 2025, January 31st through February 2nd in Seattle. Register today before tickets run out, and I hope to see you there.
All right. Earthquake coming to Seattle at the end of January. So, my goodness, that made me laugh. Positive Christmas has Matilda aged poorly. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to bring up Matita. Oh, it's Matilda. Oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it is her. There it is. Let's do it again.
Fat joy to me is letting go of shame and allowing myself to feel good in the body that I have, to appreciate my body fully, even in its limitations, and to genuinely love the parts of my body that our culture tells me to hate.
Dead on.
I am glorifying obesity every day, and that is my fat joy. I am Becky Wilson, the marketing director for FatCon. You can join us at FatCon 2025.
All right, shut up. Yo, look at this. Dead on, bro. Her shirt says glorifying obesity. Maybe I should make a shirt that says not glorifying obesity. That could be a funny shirt. Oh, I just got feedback. I just got a message with one of our upcoming designs. Let me tell you, lit. Let me get this mug off the screen. That is awesome. That I like. Daddy likes that new. Bravo. Bra fucking O. Oh, it's dope. Oh, it's dope. Oh, it's great. Let's see it, Shane. Yeah, you would want to see it. Wouldn't you, Shane? Now, the design. Nope. No. No. Shane's like, let me see. I will turn this motherfucking podcast around. Do not get out of line, Shane. Do not get out of line. I will turn this podcast around. I don't care if we're an hour and 20 minutes in. I'll flip this around in 2 seconds. Let's see. Aaron, can you also make one that takes her face and replaces it with a cupcake and above that say fuck you? I could. Wow. That's a... What a great... yay! Oh, yes! It's so good. I like. Fuck, that's dope. All right, let's do another one. That was a miserable video. Let's see. Who picked a number? I can't wait for this new merch launch on Monday. Super dope. Let's see. Let's go with Dr. Delta. Diet culture is everywhere. Number 1, Aaron to the corner, obviously. Let's see what we got here.
What's in the box?
Diet culture is everywhere. Let's talk a little bit about diet culture.
When I tell you diet culture is
Jesus.
everywhere. I just got back from the vet. My youngest cat had to go for her annual.
No surprise there. My youngest cat, so that means she has at least 2. Shocker.
Unfortunately, she had to see a new doctor because of some scheduling conflicts. And this doctor just threw me for a loop. She didn't do anything necessarily terrible.
Which means she did absolutely nothing wrong, but I found a microaggression because I'm a huge pussy. Just guessing.
It's just the comments that she made were so unnecessary.
Bingo.
These were the comments that she made. Oh my God.
This is the comments she made. Your cat is obese.
Her weight is so perfect. Okay. 2. It's so...
The vet said her weight is so perfect. Okay. God, these people are insufferable. Insufferable. Insufferable.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
refreshing to 2. Okay. 2. It's so refreshing to see such a lean cat. Okay. 3. Whatever it is you're doing, keep it up because this cat's weight is absolutely perfect.
Can someone tell me where the vet went wrong, congratulating her on, oh, your cat's healthy, the weight's perfect? You do know that's important, right? That you're not overfeeding an animal, you're not making them fat, bad for their joints, bad for their... It's not good to be fat, whether you're an animal or you're a human. And domesticated pets are the only ones that are fat. Notice how you don't see fat animals in the wild. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Whispered in my cat's ear and said, "Isn't it so nice to be so skinny?"
That's kind of weird. That one's weird. Probably because you're a fat cow yourself. That last one's weird. And just, oh my God, you're fucking idiots.
What you just said
Jesus Christ.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
God damn it, AA Ron.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Tainty reprieve.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Okay. 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 All right. All right.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
All right. Oh boy. This is a part 2. Oh boy. This one's called Midsize with a feeding tube. Wow. Let's get into overtime. Let's do this one. Midsize.
I'm
mid-sized with a feeding tube. Of course, the hospital dietitian wrote my calorie goals to be in a deficit.
I'm mid-sized with a feeding tube. Of course, I always feel like I'm taking up too much space with my medical equipment.
I'm mid-sized with a feeding tube, and I miss being plus size. I'm mid-sized with a feeding tube. Of course, random strangers on the internet have to tell me why they don't feel like fat people deserve nutrition.
I'm mid-sized with a feeding tube, and of course people who haven't seen me in a while have to tell me how good I look, despite this tube sticking out of my body.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
We're going to roll right through. We're going to push right through this. We're just going to steamroll right fucking through this.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
All right, natural selection exists for a reason, and I think part of the decline of our culture is that we keep the weak around in more ways than one. All right. Jesus Christ. Let's do this one. Let's do a throwback and then we'll go into overtime. Who's ready? Who's ready? Come on. Come on. Come on.
What's in the box?
I'm outside Santander in Hove.
The fuck, man? This folder is garbage. I'm going to pour acid on my computer.
This morning I went online and spotted a number of fraudulent transactions on my bank account. I rang up their online banking to report it. Went through all of the security checks. No problem, obviously, because it's my account. But still couldn't talk to them on the phone because my voice is not perceived to be that of Sophie.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
I was just wondering when perceived gender became one of the security questions. So I've already spoken to Sussex Police, who I'm a hate crime ambassador for.
Jesus Christ.
Special Officer Doofy reporting.
Okay, can you imagine working at like an hourly rate at one of these places? And then someone coming in trying to tell you that he's Sophie? I'd be like, And then guess what? That employee is going to get fired if they're like, bro. Person doesn't look like a Sophie to me.
Hi, I'm Sophie. Hi, I'm Sophie. I don't know why they don't think I'm Sophie. Why don't they think I'm Sophie?
I don't work with the males, because I used to be one.
All right, fam. We have overtime coming up right now, so make sure you head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. That's where we're going to be streaming this. Let's give away today's Swole card. It's hashtag FEF. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe on your way out. Let's give this beach away. Come on now. Who wants to win a Swole card? Going once, going twice. Faffy McFaffy. Who's going to be a little Feffies? Come on now, Fef. Fef. Scroll, scroll. Who dropped that Fef in the comments? Who dropped it? Oh, we got a Feffer. You know what? This is perfect. Jeremy Beast Mode wins today's Swole card, and you got it. You got work to do, bro. All right, I'm making that big. Jeremy sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3178 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. That's dope because Jeremy literally just said earlier in the stream that you got a lot of feffing to do on Facebook. So get to it. Start cutting that shit out and don't take no for an answer. Time to clean up shop. Fam, you know what time it is. It is time for overtime, isn't it now?
Finish him.
All right, OT starts in not 1, not 1.5, but 2 minutos. So we got brand new Drive Mulganey. We got new Balls Deep edits, those ones that we do for the throwbacks. We got 3 new ones. Throwback DWG, brand new DWG, and it starts right now. Of course, we'll have it available in the Swolenormous app later for viewing. If you're not yet a member, go to swolenormousx.com, join the fam today, jump on those Fuck Your Resolution specials, go start your trial in the app, download the app, start your trial. I don't care how you join the fam and get access to all this amazing content. We're going live right now in the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Shift on over. Let's fucking go. Thanks for being here. And again, we'll do the inauguration stream at 12. Whatever's streaming then, we'll pop it up on Monday. So mark your calendars. Same time normal for Monday, and we'll have new releases and all that good stuff. New merch. It's going to be lit, stoked, amped. Let's fucking go. Thanks for being here. Overtime starts in 2 minutes. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out. That was nice.
I just wanna win on the low, like you making the man.